everybody. It is me, Mal. It is me, Toby. It is me, Cat.
Yeah.
They're here. They're just not speaking because they're you know.
Yeah, I'm going to be reading Reddits because I'm so good at reading and I don't stutter sometimes.
And I'm going to be towering of... This is not... What is this called again, Cat?
A Super Skyward Towers?
Super Skyward Tower. It's a tower.
Something like that. It's a tower game.
It's a tower.
But I'm going to be reading... They have Tifu and Ada.
Oh. Yeah, she got me with that earlier. I'm like, Tifu, Ada? It's the acronym. She's pronouncing the acronym.
Yeah. So we have Tifu and Ada. Today I was a donkey hole am I the donkey hole? And today I freaked upwards. So.
Effed up?
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
she's very into
we're gonna be doing a gold digger one first.
Oh, sweet.
I only partially read through it. So some of my reaction is going to be real, guys. I'm kidding. Ada, for telling my husband's kids how broke he was when we met after they insinuated I was a gold digger. I've 38 female, been married to my husband, Rob, 52 male, for 4 years now. My husband's late wife died 1 year before we met, and we dated for 2 years before marriage. He has 2 kids, 28 Madison and 26 Britt. Note, I am not calling them my stepkids because they explicitly told me that I am not their stepmom, but their dad's wife. I didn't play part in raising them, so I'm okay with that. It's always been tense between us. I've tried my best to be kind and have been generous when I can be, but they are very cold with me. Being child of divorce, I can partially relate to a parent moving on, so I try not to force anything. Madison recently got engaged and we are excited about it. Everyone was over recently and she asked about a wedding budget from us and Rob. Rob told her there needs to be periods. Oh my goodness. Rob told her, oh my gosh.
Are you struggling with reading there?
I'm struggling, sorry. I don't read out loud. Rob told her he was able to contribute $10,000. She has bigger hopes for her wedding than this, so she was upset and kept asking for more. Rob, however, is still working hard on building his savings back up. Before his late wife died, he basically wiped out his cash savings, had to cash out his $401,000. She needs to use Grammarly, bruh. and even took a small mortgage on his house to cover medical costs as well as life expenses, since he had to cut back on working. Eventually, he had to drop that job for a more flexible but lower paying one. So this $10,000 is actually really generous from him. Rob went to run an errand and it was just me and his kids. Madison then asked me if I'm going to give any addition to what her dad is giving. I told her we're a marital unit and that's what we discussed together as a reasonable amount to contribute. Then she said, I should have known. Obviously you married an older man for what he had, not for what you could give. I knew she didn't like me, but this is most flat out rude thing she ever said. I kind of lost it and said, excuse me, who do you think has been paying the second mortgage your dad took out to pay his debts? Truth of the matter is, I make more than her father by a large margin. I have no debt and have been paying 70% of the household bills the whole time we've been married. The $10,000 we're giving her is available because I've been able to subsidize her father's living expenses for the last few years. I made it clear that not only am I not a gold digger, I'm literally wealthier than my older husband. She called me stuck up after this and stormed out. Then she called her dad later and said that I told her that I blamed her mother for being sick, for her not having a better wedding budget. I told him what happened and he was mad at her, but also said I shouldn't have shared his financial details with his kids.
That was a book. Did you finish it?
Yeah. I forget to breathe sometimes, so I was.
Yeah, it sounds really bad when you're doing that.
Sorry. Grammarly for her. I don't know how to correct people's writing in my mind when I'm reading it out loud, and I forget to breathe while I'm reading.
That's a you problem.
It is a me problem.
Where to go? So it sounds like her stepkids are complete trash.
Yeah.
They think their dad has buku books. Apparently, she just loves them. What a horrible person for just loving somebody.
Right.
And $10,000, and she's upset about that, dude. I've had marriages.
Like, you're the gold digger, but that's your
$0.
father, so you're not. But still. And it's funny how like her dad is like the sugar baby in this because she's making more money than him. And it is true though, she shouldn't have shared their financial because a lot of people aren't comfortable with sharing their money with anybody. And like his kids don't need to know that. So
yeah,
it was. I know it was in the moment, and you know you want to prove a point, but it's still a little disrespectful to be sharing people's money. He did agree, and she was not the butthole.
Stuck in the ladder.
I don't even know why she's putting this on Reddit because he said, yes, I agree with you, just don't share my money. Like my money.
Well, I think she thinks it's anonymous when she puts it on Reddit. But it's not. But yeah, she shouldn't have been putting his financial business out there.
Yeah.
Also, the kids are just getting too into it. Like, one, it doesn't sound like they've been respectful at all, and I think she's actually downplaying how disrespectful they've been because she said, which they said something along the lines of, they said that I am not their stepmom, but my dad's wife. Yeah. I mean, what? She's both. Like, do you not understand? She married in. That's what she is.
Yeah.
So how dare you say that? You may not like her or whatever. I mean, a lot of people don't even like their own mom, but that's just that's what she is. So you know.
Well, people like they put they make family terms. I don't know how to say it, but when like people's dad left them when they're little. You're not my dad anymore.
Yeah.
And they might be doing something like that.
In a mean way. It's stepmom though. It's like, oh, I don't get the stepmom title. It's like,
yeah.
I don't know.
They're doing something like that, but in a very rude way.
Yeah.
Someone who sounds like they've only been kind to them. So
I guess she kind of lost a little bit too, because it sounds like all the money that she's getting for her wedding is actually coming from her. And I guess maybe the dad felt a little bit demasculated because she's paying for it, not him. And it's from both of them. But that's it. They're married, so it's both of their money, right? Mm-hmm. But it actually came out of her pocket. So, I don't know. They're probably still going to struggle with family feuds and stuff. Doesn't seem like it's a very healthy relationship. But, okay. Next.
Now we're doing a Tifu. Today I fricked up by buying everyone an Ancestry DNA kit and ruining Christmas. So, does anybody have any ideas?
What? Nobody's related to anybody.
Earlier this year, Ancestry DNA had a sale on their kit. I thought it'd be a great gift, so I bought 6 of them for a Christmas present. Today, my family got together to exchange presents for our Christmas Eve tradition, and I gave my mom, dad, brother, and 2 sisters each a kit. As soon as everyone opened their gift at the same time, my mom started freaking out. She told us how she didn't want us taking them because they had unsafe chemicals. We explained to her.
What?
Yeah, we explained to her how they're not actually chemicals. There's not actually chemicals, but we could tell she was still flustered. Later, she started trying to convince us that only one of the kids need to take it since we all have the same results, and to resell extra kits to save money. Fast forward, our parents had been fighting upstairs for the past hour, and we are downstairs trying to figure out who has a different dad. What's
Wow.
TLDR? TLDR, what is that?
Too long, don't read. I think TLDR, too long to. Basically, the short version of the story.
I bought everyone. Oh. Okay, update. Thank you so much for all the love and support, my sister, brother, and I have not yet decided yet if we are going to take the test. No matter what the results are, we still love each other and our parents no matter what. Update 2. Christmas isn't ruined. My FU actually turned into a Christmas miracle. Turned out my sister's father passed away shortly after she was born. A good friend of my mom's was able to help her through the darkest time in her life, and they went on to fall in love and create the rest of our family. They never told us because how hard it was for my mom. Last night, she was strong enough to share stories and photos with us that for the first time, and it truly brought us even closer together as a family. This Christmas, we'll never forget. And yes, we are all excited to get our test results. Merry Christmas, everyone. P.S. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, my mom isn't a whore. No, you're not for Daddy.
That is different than what I suspected, though. That's nice.
Yeah.
But it sounds like she didn't really want to reveal it yet. But I don't know.
I mean, he died. You should have told him that.
Right.
And
Why would you say, good news, family's ruined? Actually, my sister's dad is dead.
Yay!
That sounded horrible. I should rephrase that. But whew, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
We thought like the mom was cheating with the mailman at first.
Yeah, or the milkman.
The milkman. Yeah. That was actually a lot nicer than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I only read
Happy ending of Not the Father.
Now
You're so stinky.
Now we're doing an Ada.
Oh, Ada.
Am I the chico for telling my friend it's not my problem she married a useless man? Title doesn't sound that bad, but keep going. I, 32 female, am a single mother of 2 kids, 6 male and 5 MF. What?
Right.
And I don't know. She messed up. I think 5 female.
Ugh.
I'm a single mother by choice. My kids are donor conceived. I am lucky enough to have a good job, French teacher in a private school, and a paid off house, parents' life insurance, and inheritance. Before I had either of my kids, I made sure to have a year's living expenses saved. Then I would have a sabbatical to recover from birth, as well as bond with my kids. While on sabbatical, I still tutor some kids for some extra income. My friend, 34 female, just had a baby 2 months ago. She is the breadwinner in her household, and her husband has been unemployed since he was laid off during COVID. It was great to be pregnant at the same time, as well as having a friend with a newborn. But it has turned sour. She has been saying how jealous she is of me being able to take off for a whole year from work. How she would have loved to not worry about losing their home. How she doesn't even have a couple $100 in her savings account, let alone a whole year's worth of living expenses. I usually ignore it or brush it off because I kind of can understand the stress she is under. Well, starting about 10 days ago, she started to hinting at not being able to afford daycare, and any mention of her husband taking care of their kid is brushed off. Then she started remarking on how much free time I must have, which I deflected by saying, truthfully, that being a single mom to a baby and a small kid left me no free time actually. Then last night, she came out with it and asked if I could do her a favor and watch her kid while she's at work. I was firm but polite when I said that I couldn't. I am not capable of watching 2 kids under 6 months. She started almost begging me, saying she can't afford daycare, and if she is not back at work, she will lose her job, and they will end up homeless. I again brought up her husband, and she said that he was not good with kids and isn't capable of taking care of her kid. I kept saying no. She kept pushing until it escalated to her calling me heartless and telling her that it's not my problem she chose to have a kid with a useless man. Now she blocked me, and I'm feeling very guilty about what I said and feeling like an a-hole.
She shouldn't feel guilty. Her friend should have never made that kind of request towards her. She has 2 babies. It sounds like she just has 1. And she has another adult in the household that's not even working, who could at the very least take care of his own child.
Kid is like a serious conversation you should have somebody. And if they can't, like, they don't even have a job. I mean, it's hard to. I know it's hard to get jobs, but like, they're not even helping with the baby, and it sounds like they stay at home.
Right? Like, why do you even need child?
Like, they're not even a stay-at-home dad, and they're not even making money. So they're just
exactly.
They're like the male bees in a beehive. What are you doing, bruh?
Right.
Just there to make babies and lay down and eat.
Right? That's funny. But I don't want to be a typical Reddit person, but I think she could probably save money, do a lot better, one less mouth to feed, if she got divorced. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and having a baby is not just, I'm having a baby. It's a serious thing. You're making a life. You're making a life.
Right.
And you have to take care of the new life that you've created. So you can't go, like, with just some crazy, useless person.
Where am I supposed to go?
And it's kind of rude to ask if, like...
Yeah, a friend who already has 2 newborns, right?
Yeah.
2 babies.
They made sure that they could take care of their kid.
Yeah, they did a lot of planning. It's not like they just had an accident with a homeless dude or jobless dude, whatever. Jeez.
Yeah.
Struggling, and you can't even afford condoms. Maybe you should just do, abstinence until you can get a pack or so. Having children is, definitely avoidable. Mm-hmm. There's only one way you can have a baby. Some people may argue multiple ways. There's only... Be safe! Jeez!
Yeah, like, having kids serious.
Now, Ada. We have another Ada.
Right. Oh, yeah, you got another one?
Yeah, Ada.
Sweet.
TIFU. Trying to see if there's another one. No, okay. Ada, for refusing to pay my fair share of drinks when I don't drink. That sounds funny.
Why would you? This already sounds dumb. It's it's like if you go someplace to eat and you split the bill and somebody didn't eat, right? They just got drinks or something because that's the week they're having.
I got 5 steaks, expecting everyone to pay $5 extra because I did that.
I got a water, bro.
We had a bachelorette at Vegas last weekend and hit up a steakhouse and drinks. You're so quiet, child. We had a bachelorette at Vegas last weekend and hit up a steakhouse and drinks at the club. That's funny. The shows we visited were all on our own cards, and so was the steakhouse. But my friend put her card down for buying drinks and appetizers at the club. I don't drink. I haven't drank since college. I'm 32 now, and all my friends know this. I had a custom mocktail which cost $20 to $25 and a sparkling water. We agreed beforehand to split the bill, but I took that to mean food. We had appetizers, and not that I would be required to pay for drinks. The other girls did order 2 champagne bottles along with cocktails. Then we got back home, and I got a Venmo request for $470, which I was shocked by. I called my friends to ask what the breakdown was, and they said it was split. I said it was quite a bit as I remembered we ordered 4 appetizers that were 30 to 40 each, so my share of that couldn't be that high. She got annoyed and told me we agreed to split the bill, and I said I did, but only for the appetizer. She said she didn't take photos of the bill and now has no idea what anyone ordered, so I should agree to pay my share. I said I didn't drink, so the only thing that's my share is the mocktail. She said everyone was pretty wasted, so it was just hard to determine who drank what, and since I didn't keep track, I should pay for it. But my calculations, I owe about $60, $70. But since I didn't keep the receipts, she's insisting I pay the whole $470. I'm very unhappy with the situation and told another friend about this. She acknowledged I owe way less than what I am being told to pay. But said out of the girls, I clearly had the best job, and 2 of the friends were living with their parents and working nearly minimum wage. I should pay and call it even. I'm feeling like I got fleeced because my flights and hotels weren't even as expensive as the one night out. Edit. Thanks for your advice. I got the bill and I owe $81 including tip. The bill is $470 split 5 ways, but the bottles are over $500 each, which is insane. We didn't agree to split the bride's share, but I texted the bride to let her know I've covered my share of her portion and sent $20.40 to the girl and sent her receipt that I got to prove that I paid my portion and 1/4 of the bride's. She hasn't responded, so I hope that is that.
Wow. It sounds like everybody's making... This was just poorly planned out.
Yeah.
You know?
Miscommunication, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, because even though she didn't drink alcohol, mocktails can still cost the same amount as regular alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, and it sounds like she worded it like it'd be like a loophole. Well, technically, I said this, and if you're listening to what I was saying, then you wouldn't be telling me this right now. So you're the problem. It's like,
but it sounded like she agreed, but to only do the appetizers, which, I don't know, that still doesn't sound fair if she got drinks also, but mocktails. But they were getting bottles that were $500 each, and then other people were saying that they don't have much money. It's like, what is everybody doing?
I mean, it was a bachelorette, but I feel like...
Yeah. But if they can't afford it, they shouldn't have bought it. There's so many things you could do. If it's out of your range, it's out of your range.
Yeah.
You shouldn't put the bill on somebody else.
Bachelorette. Go to the club down the street.
Exactly. If you can only afford the club down the street, go to the club down the street. Don't put your bill on somebody else, because then you're just a trash human being, ruining real relationships to have a drunken night. No. What's wrong with you? Preserve your relationships if you care.
So.
Yeah, that was just...
I don't know. I feel like this is just a big miscommunication, and it sounds like the bride wasn't even in this fight anyway. So, like, what are y'all talking about?
I think it almost sounds like they're trying to keep her out of it, because this is the bachelorette party. Why is she having to deal with any of this? But they also didn't organize it well, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
unfortunate still that the bride has to even know about it, because she still texts the bride that she paid her portion. So it still sounds like drama that the bride has to deal with.
Yeah, and it's her wedding, and it's her day.
This sounds so dumb.
I feel like this is like kind of her fault too, because it was probably really loud there, and she's like said like a little loophole under her breath.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're splitting the whole bill. Yeah, we're splitting the appetizers. Yet she still got non-alcoholic drinks, like, you know.
You still got expensive drinks, girlie. It's Vegas.
And that's the thing too. If you agree to all split the bill for your friend's bachelorette party, even if you didn't consume that much, I can see that too, because you want to give the bride a good time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody chip in type of thing, even if you may not consume all of it, right? So I would lean towards her, you know, this is an Ada, right? Not the a-hole type thing. I would lean on her not being it, but it still seems like we're missing some context a little bit, because she got mocktails and she just wanted to pay for appetizers. So I don't know about that.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, I think that's a good amount of Reddit to pollute our minds
What place are you in right now?
for one day. I'm in the green hole. I'm beating you.
No, what place are you in?
Yeah, I
What
thought I was
place?
gonna
It
have
says
to.
at the bottom.
It says at the bottom.
What the heck?
Are you special?
I'm 14th, 15th, 20th. What in the world?
8 place.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have to find another one because I already had like 3 set up, and I was like, okay, I found one.
Oh, I'm surprised you
Hopefully.
keep going finding these awesome Reddits. So
I found
Toby,
another one.
Toby, what do you tell our subscribers and potential
Never eat your
subscribers?
cheese. It gives you diabetes.
What? I don't know. If you
For
have
some
diabetes,
people,
I don't know if you should be eating
It gives
cheese.
you constipation.
Constipation?
Eat your
Oh,
prunes
yeah.
if you Once I ate a whole like bowl of cheddar cheese.
If you get
I regret that.
constipated from eating your cheese, you can have some
Blame
Metamucil,
Toby.
some
It's all Toby's
prunes.
fault.
You can have a Metamucil prune smoothie if you eat too
That
much
sounds
cheese.
nasty.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
Say bye!
Cheese. Bye.